Okay, here's a threatening letter from Yehuda Ferris to someone who, here's the date on the letter is May 25th, 2022. You see that up in the corner? And it's on the attorney William Rogers, right? And it's concerning Levi Abulafia's house on 1810 Grant Street in Berkeley, right? Now, if you will recall, ladies and gentlemen, the eviction moratorium in Berkeley didn't end till August 31st, 2023. And yet here goes Yehuda Ferris of Chabad of the East Bay on May 25th, 2022, threatening to disinherit Levi Abulafia's brother if he didn't get up and vacate. And he's already in his mid-60s. He's supposed to get up and vacate in the middle of the COVID pandemic. And if he doesn't, he'll get disinherited. And that's exactly what Yehuda Ferris did. So let's read. The Levi Abulafia 2019 Trust of 2019, right? It says to give his three siblings $90,000, and if they don't get it in 9 months, it shall become a permanent lien on Levi Abulafia's half of the house until paid in full. And then there's a previous trust that he didn't tell anyone about that says they get actually 25% of his half of the house. And the house is worth $2 million, as every house in Berkeley is worth $2 million. Okay, so let's read here. As per our conversation, I'm providing you with the essential terms of a settlement agreement between you and the trust. Oh, is that right? Within 24 hours of vacating the property, you receive your remaining share. It doesn't intend anything about how much of the trust, which is your share less amounts already distributed to you and less your portion of the cost of administration of the trust. But it's forbidden to charge any beneficiary cost of administrations of the trust. In the trust, it says that. It says Ferris gets $40,000 and he covers all costs, and whatever left over he gets. It doesn't say anything about his siblings. So here he says a settlement, but he's not talking about what kind of settlement, whether maybe he's talking about $1. He doesn't put any dollar amount there. Your portion less the cost of administration of the trust, included but not limited to trustees' fees, attorneys' fees, and funeral and cemetery costs. That is outrageous. The trustee is a beneficiary. He got $40,000 to pay the bills, and whatever's left over he could keep. Yet and still, in the middle of the pandemic, in May of 2022, when hundreds of thousands of people in America were still dying of COVID, and there wasn't barely a vaccine available for people over 65, not for the person who he wrote this letter to, wasn't available yet. The settlement agreement will contain a release of mutual liability. Yeah, I bet. The trust will not seek back rent from you or any other monetary damages related to your occupancy of the property. In turn, you will release the trust and Rabbi Yehuda Ferris from any and all causes of action that you may have. You need to understand that if you do not enter into a settlement agreement, or if you do enter into a settlement agreement, but if you don't vacate by July 31st, in the middle of the COVID pandemic, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, the trust will join with Nancy, Flora, and Maxine, who admitted in court on August 21st to their lawyer that they did not even see their father, who owns this property, for the whole entire 6 years of cancer before he died. They admitted it. Okay, check the record. Case number RP 221-20163. Check the transcript for a hearing on August 19th, 2024, and you will see what I just said. So it says here, we're going to join with these two daughters who never saw their father in 6 years in a lawsuit to evict you and to collect damages in the amount equal to 2.5 years of back rent, along with any harm you may have caused the property. Yeah, right. You protected the property. In addition, the trust will file a petition seeking to surcharge your beneficial share of the trust in an amount equal to reasonable back rent and attorney's fees, and fees and costs associated with such petition and any eviction action. As I have constantly explained to you, I am confident your attorney will agree. There is no way, no chance whatsoever that you will be able to obtain a court order or judgment that will allow you to live in the property indefinitely. Accordingly, this is the best offer that you will receive. If you fight an eviction or if you fight against the trust in any way, you will not only be reducing the amount of trust funds available to you and the other beneficiaries, your elderly poor sisters, but you will risk a sizable judgment against you that will likely eliminate your entire share of the trust. This is Law Offices of Will Rogers in Petaluma, a real fentanyl addict. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Rabbi Yehuda Ferris embezzling funds from a trust. You heard it. You saw it. It's all there.